What we gonna dig, Boone? Is that the spot? All right, we're gonna dig right there. The dog picked a bad spot, so we moved over here. It's a little more rootier, a lot richer soil. Got something. Got our first point, the tip off one.
Broken.
Yep, got a good point on it. Probably old woodland triangle. Good find, number one goes us there. And 2 seconds after we found the first tip, I found one. A little bitty tiny one. I think the bases broke off of it. Looks super small. It could be a little bird point like a Madison or a Taylor maybe. It's got a little curve to it too. Flip over. Man, we'll get a full one intact here soon. All right, she's calling me over here. What have you got, bud rope? Oh, I see it.
Pretty white one.
Got a good base. The tip there?
Mm-hmm.
It's got a funny tip, but it ain't broke. It's actually shaped like it. Clean that tip off more if you can. Yeah, it's funny how it kind of hangs over. It's a neat piece. The base is there and the tip's actually there. Hold it. Give it a little twist. Yeah, you got you a doozy there. That's a unique tip. I thought it was broke at first. That might be some kind of capina style. For the length is why I want to call it a capina. That's a good one right there, girl. Broke point. We've been on a dry spell for about 20-30 minutes, but I may have found my first discord on my first game piece. So that round stone. Let's see. I'm thinking that could be a game piece given the area that we're in, but there is one little fat side to it right there. That makes me think it might be natural. Let's wash it off right quick. Let's see, that one little fat side makes me think it could be natural. But let me get this piece off here. I've seen some game pieces before, but I haven't found one personally yet. Let me hit it one more time. No, I don't think. See, that's like a break on this side. I don't think so. See, it's not broke on this side, but that is broke there. See, there would be a little round disc they'd rolled across the ground, some kind of game they played. I thought I had a discordal, but I think that's just, I don't know. It's round and flat here, but broke on this side. It's neat. Well, I've messed up. Huge dummy mark. I just broke a nice arrowhead. Shaving these sides down. See how the little, I try to go real slow and easy where it ain't gonna hear as much crunch, but that's a fresh break for me. I found this one flake beside it. I don't know if it matches anywhere. I can't get it to have a fit, but I knew I was bound to do that at one point or another. That's why I take that screwdriver and I go real slow, but you don't move a lot of earth at the same time. And pressing through these roots, I got a little impatient. But the base was already broke off on it. Maybe I'll find the rest of the tip. All right, we got the whole field back in. We did about a 4 or 5 hour dig. Spring's definitely about over. We're out here wringing wet. My wife had to leave early. She has some things to do, but she toughed it out with me for a little while. That's always the most labor intensive part, is raking and digging this back in. I cleaned off our points right here, and I'll give you a run through what we got. It's not a huge, you know, not a lot of quality out of here. We got one good one, but I want to show you these points right here in the material. I don't know my material types all that well, but that's a preform. That's a nice tip. Got some pretty red in it. This is a decent point. We didn't get it on film. So you got an edge there. That could have been a small scraper. Little tiny hide scraper or something. We got another tip there. Some pieces of pottery. These two right here is the best right here, I think. But I want to show you these material first. Look how pretty that is. That blue and red in that. I wish I could find the arrowhead they made that out of. That's gorgeous material. That's like a navy blue with some red. I love that. Chipped up point, the base off one. There's some other material they would have made something out of. I wish I knew my rock types better. You got chert, flint, obsidian. I don't know. Some stuff's called Alabama chert and Knox flint. I don't know what all that stuff is. Here is a small broken polishing stone, I believe. See this burgundy wrapped around through here? And you see the discoloration. I think this is the side they would have worked. Maybe polished an adze head or something. But you find tons of these right here with a nice little biscuit edge, I like to call it. Slight dimple right there in the middle. Could have been a little bit of a hammerstone multi-purpose tool. It's always split in the middle because that weak spot's in the middle. But our pride and joy is this little broke on the bottom. That would have been an awesome bird point, I think. It's got a funny curve to it, which makes me think, was it a real fine knife? Like I said, I don't know, that little swag in it's making me think it might not be a bird point, but for its thinness and its size, the base is broke there. But my wife knocked this one out. This one's got a cool story to it. Because I figured out on the tip what was actually going on, all right? See it there? Now you see that line and line? See that napping mark all the way down? What that is an in-flight fracture. That means it hit something and it broke down the edges like that. Just think that could have been flying a spear tip being thrown by an Indian, flying and hitting a deer bone, and that's what caused that fracture. Because I was wondering why they got the tip napped all the way around, but it's just broke right here. I started eyeing this break more, but that's just an in-flight fracture. It could have hit a rock on the ground and broke an animal. They could have been practicing, but just think they probably just left it laying wherever saw that fracture mark and left it laying and picked up another one. That could have killed something. I think that's a Capina style woodland pier. A couple 1,000-year-old arrowhead. Might could have fed a family and had a deer for the evening meal. That's an awesome find. Appreciate y'all watching and me digging and whatnot. Like and subscribe for Below the Banks. We're gonna have more here soon.